Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Zaidan Rabbani. Allow me to present our research on improving Alzheimer's disease prediction accuracy through model optimization and data preprocessing, a comparative evaluation. Our team consists of Alvin Augustin Kasidi, Filius Arthur Lingga, and myself Muhammad Zaidan Rabbani. Alongside us are Zahra Nabila Isdir and Said Ahmad as our supervisor. And this is our agenda for the day. First of all, there's an introduction about our research, literature review, methodology, result, and last conclusion. First, our introduction. The growing crisis Alzheimer's disease is a severe neurodegenerative disorder interfering with memory and daily life. The global burden is escalating rapidly. Current prevalence is 55 million people and projected growth expected to reach 139 million by 2050, with a new case occurring every 3 seconds. And the current AI landscape: first, architecture and performance. CNNs such as ResNet 50v2 and exceptions utilize transfer learning to achieve accuracies of 92.7%. Newer transformers and convex architectures leverage long-range dependencies and special attention to reach AUCs of 0.96. Next, generalization and stability. Advanced optimizers and Bayesian optimization minimize overfitting, improving out-of-distribution accuracy by 3 to 5%. Last, clinical integration such as AutoML and explainable AI resolve black box limitation, providing the transparency and interpretability required for clinical decision making. And for our research purpose, this research analyzes the technical evolution of Alzheimer's disease diagnostics by benchmarking machine learning or deep learning architecture across diverse modalities by correlating quantitative metrics accuracy, AUC, and sensitivity with specific data sources. The study evaluates how frameworks address generalization, out-of-distribution performance, and clinical interpretability. This is the literature review on machine learning. First, traditional machine learning provides a foundation for early diagnosis by identifying patterns in neuroimaging and clinical data. The key limitations are that, first of all, data scarcity. Most research relies on open source datasets like ATNI and OASIS. Next, high barrier to entry. Clinical data is sensitive, expensive to acquire, and carries high privacy risk. Next, interpretability, difficulty in explaining the black box decision-making process to clinicians. Lastly, generalization. Models often fail when applied to data from different hospitals or scanners. And the proposed solutions are multi-diagnostic pipelines, developing models that can distinguish between various diagnostic categories across different datasets. Next, Bayesian optimization, used to find hyperparameter configurations that make multimodal models more stable. Next, AutoML, modular systems that automatically suggest feature importance and optimize model architecture, helping to relax dataset limitation. Lastly, explainable AI or XAI, implementing frameworks that provide transparency, making AI prediction actionable for clinical decision making. Next, the literature review on deep learning. First, automated feature learning. Unlike traditional machine learning, deep learning models automatically learn to identify discriminative features from MRI and PET scans. Next, high-performance architectures, such as CNNs. Models like ResNet, 50v2, and exception have reached diagnostic accuracies of 92 to 95%. And then transformers, innovation like external attention transformers model, long-range dependencies in the brain achieving AUC of 0.96. Next, transfer learning. Fine-tuning models pre-trained on non-medical images has significantly boosted performance. Next, this is our methodology for the research. First, dataset acquirement, data preprocessing, model gathering, experiment, comparison, and analyze. The results from our research are as follows. From the model, we tested ResNet 50v2, EfficientNet, and ConvNext, EfficientNet showed more potential in detecting AD with 72% accuracy before dataset resampling and 70% after. The model shows capabilities in detecting AD across all levels in the dataset. For resampling, a model is picked to be tested, the model being EfficientNet. The reason is that EfficientNet has an acceptable result and the model itself is not too rigid to be given an optimization. Hence the reason why EfficientNet is chosen instead of ResNet 50 v2 despite having a slightly better accuracy. This chart shows the confusion matrix comparison before and after resampling. This model shows its ability to detect AD better in some data compared to before resampling. For example, the model has a better ability to detect moderate dementia compared to before resampling. Our conclusion: Alzheimer's disease stands as a highly prevalent and massive global challenge, imposing a substantial and urgent socioeconomic burden worldwide. This research aims to find the proper model to detect the growth of Alzheimer's disease early. This research found that a certain model can be better to detect the disease early. For example, the model EfficientNet can detect the growth from the dataset with 70% accuracy. While these numbers show a good result, further research is needed to further optimize the model and hopefully find a better result. And that's all from me for today. Thank you for listening and have a good day.